Hey everyone, this is Crail, and we're back in the world of Runescape. Today I'm working on the quest, Death to the Dorgeshuun. It takes a bit of work, not too much to get prepared for this quest. You need a little bit of thieving and agility, and you need to do the Lost Tribe quest first. You will also need to collect 2 sets of ham clothing. If you're doing an Iron Man, you probably have at least 1 set. Just make sure to get a second one, because pickpocketing them can be very helpful. This quest actually opens up a good money source for Iron Men, at least for a while. You know, early on. Later on, there's better things to do, but this is really all you need. Later on, you'll need some combat equipment, but for the quest itself, having what you see here in the inventory should be plenty until you get to the actual fighting. Couldn't remember exactly where to start the quest, but you go back into the mines. Luckily, you don't have to traverse the mines again. After you've done so once in the previous quest, you can just talk to the NPC here at the beginning of each end of the mine. I think you still need to have a light source. I don't have a lantern at this point, so I have to light a candle. Getting a lantern on Iron Man's actually a huge pain in the butt. Yep, these mines. These very dangerous mines. Yeah, that's how you normally would navigate them, is they have these little glyphs carved in the rock, and if you paid attention to the book, you could figure out, like, cardinal directions. You figure out that, like, down is bad, you need to go west or something, right? Like, it'll say west on the rock. It was something like that. Yeah. You just skip on ahead over. The mine over here, I think it's actually a good place to get iron. There's a bank chest in that basement of Lumber's Castle beneath the kitchen. So if you just come over here with a pick like that, start mining, and you're good. The only problem is you need to carry a light source. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of iron, and there's some silver here too. Whoops. Did I talk to the right person? Oh, okay. Yes, this is the right person. Yep, there's a lot of goblins walking around the mines, kind of pretending to mine. It doesn't really affect anything. But they want to send a goblin up to the surface, and they want to ask you, since you're so helpful, to be a guide for them. Yep, see there, it tells you right now that you need to have 2 sets of robes. It's kind of weird that, like, I guess that's just like a game thing. Oh yeah, you're gonna need 2 sets of robes for this quest. Same NPC will walk you out of the mine. This quest also lets you get the bone crossbow and bone bolts and all that, and those are also pretty good starting out range weapons. They'll last you a little while, at least. Ignore the splashers here. And here's our goblin friend, Zanuck of the Dorgeshuun. Yes, I am Crail. I am Zanuck of the Dorgeshuun. Gosh. I don't... Okay, well, sure. At least they don't have you get those robes mid-quest. Like, right as you're starting off, they're like, hey, you're gonna need these robes, please get them. They shouldn't take you too long, but... So, once you have Zanuck with you, you need to tour around Lumbridge and show her around. Talk to various NPCs, talk to the cook, talk to Dorgeshuun. I'm going to be skipping around a lot at this point, because there's a whole lot of targets, and it was just a lot of time. But yeah, Dorgeshuun talks about the politics of everything, Zanuck talks about the sun, and we get a really weird cutscene of it zooming out. I believe I have all of the NPCs you need to talk to. You need to go visit the shop up the road. Actually, you do need to visit a shop up the road, but by chance there were goblins in the shop, and you also need to talk to goblins. Surface shop full of exotic surface goods. Talk to Donnie. Yep, the sky is terrifying. Talk to the racist Bob. Talk to the guy about gods, which isn't a good topic amongst the Dorgeshuun goblins. Dorgeshuun goblins, if you didn't do the story before, they were not too keen on what the God Wars were about. And they went and hid and got away from that. But we are learning the story of Zanuck's weird mark on her forehead, I think? Yeah. So this actually is showing off a little mini-game called Tears of Guthix. The damn quest actually has quite a few requirements to unlock. But Tears of Guthix are guarded by Juna the Snake. Carry the special bowl and you collect the tears. After you're done collecting the tears, you drink them. Ranging XP. Zanuck, that is not how Tears of Guthix work. The way it works is, I believe it gives you EXP in your lowest level skill. And Zanuck is a pretty good archer already, a good marksman. So getting ranging EXP just would never happen. You'd probably get like farming EXP or something terrible. So, she got marked by the Tears of Guthix, and she has some crazy cool fate. It'll be revealed at another time. And that is that. So we're gonna go check on the Ham lair. Now the Ham, it stands for Humans Against Monsters. And they're a group of humans who are basically terrorists. They hang out in the underground tunnels beneath this like ruined keep. I don't know what you'd call it. Talk about how awesome they are and how awful monsters are. Just hate, hate, hate. Goodness, I have listened to this track for too long. Spent quite a lot on quite a lot of time on just pickpocketing them over and over and over and over and over. Actually, I was told that if you have the set of Ham equipment, your pickpocketing on them goes up a bit. They have various things. You really just need to get the Ham set from them. Oh, come on. You'll get a number of keys from them. Those can be used later, after this quest is done. Just asking him questions about Ham. And I like that the door had like what looked like a big picture of like a ham shank on it too. And there's a follow-up quest that's called Another Slice of a Ham. Whoops. Alright, so I'm not sure exactly who I need to talk to. Start clicking around different NPCs in a minute. I'm Zanuck of not the Dorgeshuun goblins. Goblins? That's terrible. It's kind of funny because you never really see goblins fighting other people that much. There's just like the one goblin village that you encounter, and they're just kind of punching each other in the face over something stupid. And the rest of the goblins around town just kind of wander about, and they're all like level 2 or 3 or something. Something really insignificant. This area over here, actually, there's a jail cell. And when you're pickpocketing stuff in here, you'll often get tossed in the jail cell. Every now and then you'll fail the pickpocket, and you'll get like blacked out and appear. It's kind of a pain in the butt. So I think it's this area. Yeah, I can kind of see the jail cell at the bottom right of the map. God. Going to go insane with this music. Right beneath numbers, the whole cave system full of those creatures. They're talking about the city of the Dorgeshuun live in, which you can't access till after this quest too. And I don't know, I guess you could call it a lost city because nobody goes down there. When I was playing this, I only encountered one person ever, and they were just as surprised as I was to see them there. It's not a bad city. It's like, I guess it's just out of the way. And I'm not sure if there's any teleportation to it either. There's no runes. I mean, there's no spell to teleport down there, which I think maybe after you do this quest you could have unlocked the spell. That would have been kind of a cool thing to go do. But Zanuck's superior cave goblin vision lets her see a trapdoor hidden in the ground. Now, this next part, this area here is called the Ham Storeroom, and you get access to this full time after this quest, and this is where you use keys. Nice, good stealthy music here. But each one of these rooms has a chest in it that can be opened with a different key, and in there you get a varied amount of gold and then a random amount of jewelry. And this could be up to diamond. You also get gems. So you get gems and jewelry. So you can make quite a bit of money for a Iron Man character here. Yeah, see, really good archer, just took out that guard in one shot. Now, this whole thing took me a while to get done. You need to sneak around and position yourself in different ways to get these guards 360 no-scoped by Zanuck. That's also the bone crossbow. You can get that after the quest too. I really wasn't sure what combat to go with, because after this part you're gonna have to do some fighting. I like that she fired the crossbow bolt before walking over to where it came from. Jeez. Like I was saying, I wasn't sure how to deal with this. So I know there's going to be a fight later. So I brought some melee stuff and some magic stuff, because you do need to change it up a little bit. I'm not sure. I think I read that like one of the generic guards are weak to one thing, and the main guy is weak to something else. I really wasn't sure how to handle it. I mean, this early on, magic is pretty strong. So I took both. I had the inventory space. I could swap them in and out if I thought it was a problem. I did screw this up a lot. There's one more guard to deal with, and I kept getting caught. I kept getting caught. I got caught, and you have to do the whole thing over again. All the guards come back to life. You end up in the jail cell and have to walk out and back around here. Which, after you wake up in the jail cell, you have to pick the lock. Or I think you may even get kicked out sometimes, and you have to pick the lock outside. There's just one guard left. Okay, wait here. I wasn't exactly sure what they wanted me to do here. You can see the chests in those rooms actually right now, all 4 of them. When you're coming back here to loot the storeroom, the guards are back. Perfect. So, the guards will come back when you're looting the storeroom later, but they don't do that on sight. They will only attack you if they catch you trying to pick the lock to the doors to each room. So I'm just gonna wait here and eavesdrop on their little meeting. Yeah, Zanuck really looks human right now. I just noticed something. They didn't really, give a goblin model for the robe. They basically just recolored the goblin skin the color of the robe. But they caught me and knocked me out. And Zanuck is not with me. Oh boy, hopefully this is quick. Okay, good. I have sat there, picking that damn lock for so long before. Just sometimes, you can't get the pick lock to work. You just sit there and you fail, and then it says, your fingers go numb from trying to pick the lock. That actually means your pick lock skill goes down, so it becomes harder for you to pick the damn door. So you get this, cascade of failure sometimes. So we're still looking for Zanuck. And I don't have a good feeling about this. Yep. Well, there we go. So they killed the goblin who was fated by Guthix to do something that we don't know about yet. So we decided we're going to take Zanuck's body to Juna, and it conveniently fits in our bag. It only takes up 1 spot of inventory, that's good. And I had a random event pop in right now. I thought it was kind of dumb, but whatever. This is the Quizmaster. It's really not worth... None of these events are worth doing, but well, I shouldn't say that. They can be worth doing, they often are not. I guess they're a little fun. They used to not be... You didn't have a choice before. Before, they would just whisk you away and you have to do the event. And for some reason, they decided that it should be optional. And it kind of... I don't know. It was just something in the game when I played. And I liked it. I liked some of the stuff. I miss the river troll coming out of the water when you're fishing and attacking you. I miss the tree becoming an ent and attacking you, or the rock golem. That was kind of a fun little thing. It was something that I thought was pretty, unique to this game. Gave it a little bit of character. That if you're really careful when you're gathering, because sometimes stuff can happen. But anyway, back on this quest here, you have to go to these. It's the Lumbridge Swamp Caves, and they're actually kind of dangerous. Parts of the cave, you can't have an open flame like a candle, and you need light, otherwise you get eaten up by bugs and random stuff in here. And you also can't see that well. I've only ever went to this cave a couple times for Slayer EXP, and this quest. You also reach the Tears of Guthix minigame this way, and that's where I'm trying to head. I'm just a bit lost at the moment. I think this is where I need to step across, but the problem is, as you'll see, you often fail these agility challenges, and now I can't see anything. Luckily I can just relight this candle. Yeah, I wasn't sure if this area was safe for candles. I was just looking that up very quickly. think I'm in about the right spot. It's really hard to see in this cave. There's a space to go into, and it's just, I don't know, it's pretty dark. Everything kind of has a similar texture. You end up in this really weird cave with light creatures floating around. And kind of creepy, mysterious music. Got another agility obstacle here. Here we are, the Tears of Guthix minigame in Juna. So, when we finally get to Juna, we show her that Zanuck has passed away. Yep. It can't be. The mark has not... Yeah. The mark has not begun to glow again. But it's glowing now that she's dead. So it's strange. I must commune with mighty Guthix for a few moments. Okay. So Juna's meditating. And apparently her death is premature, and the gods will allow it to be reverted. So, the Tears of Guthix have powers. They can do a lot of things, apparently, including bringing back the dead and ranging your construction EXP. Cool. So, you get like a little tutorial, I don't know, I guess on the Tears of Guthix minigame. But we're basically going to play it now a little bit. Hands must be free to hold the bowl. Let's go, though. I need to collect 20 tears and see if the interface changes. Now, you have to collect a certain color, and I believe it's the blue? Not the green. Green will detract from the tears that you've collected. So, your character moves very slowly. And poorly. So you need to hold the bowl up to the wall and collect the tears, and then when it's not blue, you need to stop. And you usually have a limited amount of time to do this. So, there we go. I've collected the tears. Bring Zanuck back from the dead. No! Poor Zanuck. You're marked for a special purpose, and you've been granted new life that you can carry it out. Your destiny is to lead all goblins into a new age. I don't recall them ever bringing up this story point again in the game. I could be completely wrong, but the limited knowledge I have of things not old school RuneScape leads me to believe that they just kind of forgot this whole story or didn't incorporate it into anything that's happened yet. I mean, I found nothing. I mean, it's surprising how many people don't even know about the Goblin City, or have even been there. A lot of people don't even do the quests. I mean, you don't have to really go get access to the ham storeroom or do any of this stuff. So, the plot that is afoot is there's some lonesome machinery at the Lumbridge Watermill. And the mighty River Lum. Lum? I don't know. Okay, so they're gonna tunnel into the Goblin City and flood it with the river. So, we, of course, want to stop that, because we're not jerks. Anything else I need to do here? Lumbridge Watermill Cellar. So I actually didn't know where to go. I just kind of had to like wander around until I found a building that had all these crates. Plus, I kept screwing up this part. Because there's multiple crates and I kept clicking the wrong crates. But yeah, these 4 crates there in the bottom ones you want. Talk to Zanuck. She'll hide in the crates. Carry her down there. And begin combat. Soon. Hopefully. I forget what I'm doing here. I'm probably just drinking soda right now is what I'm doing. Just kind of staring at the screen like, I don't know if I want to keep doing this. Damn goblins. No, I think I was looking up the stats for the guy. You have to fight a named guy, and I'm always afraid of dying. The only times I've ever died in this game are when I've meant to. Like, I've had nothing on me, and it was like a purposeful death to teleport around or something. So the way this fight works is the main guy that you're fighting will put a protection prayer on him based on what hits him, and at first it's your melee attack. So you basically have to ignore him until you kill all the guards, which I recommend doing. You can, if you saw earlier, you can also line them up so you only fight one at a time. But once all of them die and Zanuck starts shooting him, he goes to protection from range, and then you can start hurting him. But when he gets to 1 HP, he pieces out with a Ring of Life, of course. And that's it. It's not too bad. I think he's like combat 50. But, you know, with some overpowered cake and some planning on how you fight the mobs, you can get through it no problem. And that's it. We return victorious to the Dorgeshuun mine. Talk all about how Zanuck died while in my care. Guess they didn't care. Well, I guess it didn't matter that Zanuck died while around. Or we didn't tell them. I don't know. Zanuck is still pretty keen on the surface, though. That's good. She didn't get horribly scarred and had her opinion changed by the Ham people brutally murdering her. So this is the second of a 3-part series of quests. I don't know if I managed to get to another slice of ham or not. That had a lot more prerequisites to go through. I think I got it. I'm not sure. But now we can use the Bone Crossbow's special attack and can actually buy that while we're down here. I don't know if I do that now, but down here is also there's a merchant in the mine. He sells the Bone Crossbow. He sells the bolts for it. And look at that. We get our ranged EXP, the special attack, can go to the Ham storerooms, and we can go to Dorgeshuun. I love the thieving level up sound. I don't know why. And if you saw, I didn't even go through all the runes. I only brought like 60 and I used up 30. Something around that. Yeah. I mean, you really don't have to be that prepared for this quest. Let's check out Dorgeshuun, actually. Big reinforced doors. And here's Dorgeshuun. I mean, I guess the entryway sucks, but the city actually looks kind of neat. There's multiple floors to it. And it actually appears to be quite advanced with, like, you know, the water system they have here. Is that wiring for lighting, or is it just, like, decorations? I don't know. But it doesn't look that primitive for a goblin city. I mean, they're not normal goblins. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.